It's time for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys.
Forgive us, Father, for we are about to sin and be very naughty boys.
Oh, speaking of bourbon, Brandon. So when we
All
were at
right.
the wedding, they
Right,
were
continue talking about alcohol. All right, let me have it.
well. So when we were at the wedding, there was this pork belly, and dude, this thing must have been marinated in bourbon because how it tasted.
Why? Because you got drunk off of it.
No, it tasted really fucking good, dude.
Couldn't it just have had like a nice like teriyaki honey glaze or something?
No, it wasn't, dude.
What makes you think it was? What makes you think it was marinated in bourbon?
Because for one, dude, like, all right, for one, being at your
It tastes like
place,
happiness and sunshine.
That just sounds like a pig.
Oh my God. Because being at your house and then smelling all those whiskey and bourbon bottles, it gave me a kind of like a little sense of like what I'm like, what it would smell like. Yes. But, and plus, honestly, if I did drink, I think I would like bourbon and whiskey a lot better than like beer and wine and anything else. Wine just kind of smells like sour grapes to me.
That's because it tastes like that.
No.
Well,
Wine blows.
I mean, whiskey is what my thing was. I always drank like hard ciders and whiskey when I was younger because I was under the impression because I got allergy tested.
Oh yeah, for the hops.
Yeah, I was allergic to hops. And so I just never drank beer or anything. I totally skipped out on that. So now I'm drinking beer and finding like, oh, I like beer. But
Kona, man. Kona's got good beer.
oh, fucking Kona is amazing. Can't go
Dude,
wrong.
Longboard, my favorite.
Yeah, Longboard's good. I like their hazy citrus one that they've got.
Dude, all of theirs
And
are good.
plus-
They're golden. Hey, Kona, if you guys want to sponsor us, I would be so happy.
And plus, even though I don't
I'm all about
drink,
it.
I mean, I've gotten some ideas from you and like Emiliano when it comes to like cocktails and all that. Like at the bar, they had Sprite and it had a shitload of like whiskey and bourbon and like other stuff, but they had Sprite and I was like, I think ginger beer would go better with that, honestly.
I mean, I say it all depends upon the kind of whiskey that they've got. If you're fucking around with some like Jim Beam, if you're fucking around with like some Jim Beam or some Jack Daniels, I mean, ginger beer and lime is just the perfect, just kind of like, you know, making yourself like a Kentucky Mule.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. But if you got yourself like a cherry, if you got yourself like a, if they don't have ginger beer and they only have like Sprite, best thing to do, add some cherry to it. You essentially got yourself an alcoholic Shirley Temple, and it's amazing.
Oh, nice. Thanks for that. Well, yeah, they did have Jim Beam, but like this
literally throwing pearls to swine right now because you don't drink.
Well, because the wedding that we were at, dude, this wedding cost more than what me and Bailey's cost, and then what her and her best friend.
Well, yeah, because
cost.
y'all didn't serve alcohol like at all.
Yeah, but this
like you save so much fucking money if you don't serve alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, even though you guys brought your own stuff, which was cool.
Yeah, because we were allowed to keep it in the room, and then we just went back and kept refilling.
Yeah, and you guys had your own little mini party as well.
Yeah, goddamn right, we fucking did.
I'm not sure what I missed, but
dude, you would have had fucking dude. Okay, you would have had fun at the bachelor party because that was the point that there was. All right, there was alcohol, but
I would have had fun.
But that was the
there
point
was alcohol, and then we made Jose lose his fucking mind playing Uno.
After all this time, Jose finally admitted that he was getting close to kicking my ass because of the whole
mine. He almost kicked both Key and I's ass over this goddamn Uno game because Key won a game and then I ended up winning 2 games in a row and he about fucking lost his goddamn shit.
Dude, I thought he was gonna flip the table and be like, "That's fucking it, you guys." It's like, oh, he's gonna kick both our asses.
I I've never seen that man get so upset before in my entire life.
Over a game of Uno, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah.
So
So
what I was
anyways.
gonna say was, I'm not sure what I missed, but as Mark's finished telling about how he
Oh
loved
no,
Brandon in
we
high
haven't
school.
even really gotten into it yet. But before we do,
we
I'm
get
gonna
off
go
track
grab
so
I'm
badly.
gonna go grab another drink because we're getting into it.
Oh yeah, dude, I grabbed a Kona. I was like, oh, I need a tasty beer.
I'm drinking what am I drinking tonight? It's called Saloon Door Brewing. The beer is called Fluffy Nuts. It's a peanut butter and marshmallow imperial cream ale.
Oh my god, you had me at peanut butter and marshmallow.
And it's a 9.6%.
He had me at nuts.
All right, I'll be right back.
Kona is so great because it's a Hawaiian beer, and so they put like citrus flavorings into their stuff.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I actually got one because this happened over the weekend. So after the wedding, we went back to my in-law.
Went back to my place.
I would love to, but so we were watching
his wife's place. It's the same place, Mark.
We were watching The Predator and first one. So
did they catch the Predator?
So it was really on that scene right when they
Chris
captured the Predator in the vine trap. So what happened was Bailey was a little confused about this, and she was like, well, why didn't he kill the girl? I was like, well, he didn't kill the girl because she didn't have a weapon.
Yeah, he didn't perceive her as a threat.
Yeah, at all. So
it wasn't worthy of the hunt.
So
yeah.
Bailey was like, well, does this have anything to do because she was a female? I was like, no, because in the part 2, there's a female cop who shoots at him, and he's about to kill her, like literally about to rip her spine out of her, body, but he uses his vision to look down because he hears 2 separate heartbeats, and he sees that she's pregnant. So he didn't want to thin out the herd. It's like, it doesn't have to, the Predator doesn't see like sex or anything like that. He'll hunt whoever is like he sees as a threat.
Literal trophy
except
hunter.
for a child, except for children though.
Yeah, it won't
children aren't threats to him.
Yeah, and I was like, it's a sport. It's pretty much a sport to him.
Yeah, it's all sport.
Yeah. So I forgot about that. I was like, oh my god, this is why I hate. This is
fucking Predator.
What?
How did we get on this?
Well, because I forgot. We
were talking about Mark, and we thought about Predators.
Well, because it was another thing that I wanted to bring up as well. Because, like, again, I wanted some other, just in case because I needed more input on this too, to prove that it was like, it doesn't have anything to be. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's literally it's all a sport to him.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a good conversation to kind of bring up with the guys because they're nerds
Bailey
just like me.
familiar with comics?
Not really. She's more the like.
I was gonna say,
like it's
Alien Kraven the Hunter.
Yes, and to me, like me having the knowledge of like comics and all that, I'm like an encyclopedia because all of her other friends don't know much about like they're pretty much just fans of like the Marvel movies. Pretty much, they're not actual fans of the comics. So
they're less than us. We get it.
Yeah, they're yeah.
So like every time I get into it, I'm like having to truly explain it. So that way I'm like, yeah, in order they get lost. I'm like, well, the reason I have to go that far into depth is so that way you truly understand what is going on. Because again, there's a lot that connects these movies. And then if you want to fully understand it, then it's best to pick up the comic book as well.
Dude, I get it. I've got a friend who's like guessing at Wanda's powers on Facebook right now and is just like,
oh god.
Can we
hold on? If you want, I can tell you. Man, I was making soup last night and I cut my finger.
Kind?
Just some chicken noodle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, homemade. It was really good, and I cut my finger.
You made your own noodles.
Well, then, yeah. Well, I made my own stock and the ingredients for the soup. I had leftover tortellini, and I'm making more tortellini tomorrow.
Nice.
So I cut my finger yesterday while I was doing it, and this real long piece of dead skin just fell off. And oh, it's so much easier using my hand now.
Ugh. Can't imagine how that must have looked.
It wasn't It wasn't like a deep cut or a bad cut. It was just like kind of long, and so it was just every time I move my finger, it's like, oh god, it's just flapping.
Oh my god! So speaking of like dead skin and all this, because how I made a TikTok and I put my video gaming clips on it. So I saw this one from Dr. Pimple Popper. Apparently, this guy had his thumb. He needed a skin graft, and apparently they used a piece of his ball sack skin. And dude, I shit you not. He had pubic hairs growing on it.
Oh my god, that makes me so happy.
And like literally she's messing with the goddamn thumb, and like you see like his skin just like moving around and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh, it looks just like a ball sack. Literally, and then you can see the pubic hairs, just like two little hairs right here and there.
Goddess Dr. Pimple Popper did not say that it looked like a ball sack.
Oh my god. That just reminded me of a story from high school.
There it is.
All right, another story.
So,
ready.
I went to high school with a guy. Actually,
look, Mark, you don't have to say you went to school with a guy, okay? We all know it's Brendan at this point.
No, it's actually not Brandon in this circumstance.
Oh, okay.
So, Brandon, he was in your grade, so you might have known him. Did you ever know Evan Frisky?
Evan Frisky. His last name was Frisky.
I sure do know Frisky.
So
his
here's
last
the thing.
name was legit Frisky.
Yeah, straight up.
Oh my god.
So
sure he had a nice time in high school.
Here's the thing is I hadn't heard the term horsecock until I was like 22.
And you were friends with Brandon?
Yeah.
I didn't find out his dick was huge till I moved to Austin.
And she talked to my wife.
Yeah.
I love Jasmine for that.
So I'd never heard the term horsecock in my life when I knew Evan, right? So what happened was I gave him a ride home from school one day, and I'd heard people around the football field like call him the horse, right?
Oh.
And so I was like, man, I gotta ask, where did the nickname the horse come from? And he's like,
I'll show you.
He's like, no, everyone calls me the horse because I got a really big dick. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, they call me the horse. They call me the horse because I got the term the horse cock. Basically, it was the first time I'd ever heard of it, and I'd forgotten about it for a while. But he's like, yeah, they're making fun of the fact that I got a huge dick, and I'm like, no, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, like they're giving me shit because my dick's like 12 inches, and I'm like, you're so full of shit. Like I didn't believe. Obviously, I'm not going to believe that hearing it from this guy. Guy was like 5'3".
Well, also, I love the idea of like people are giving him shit because his dick is huge.
Yeah, that's how I school works.
Yeah,
you know what? That sounds like the show RJ Burger.
So yeah, everyone's giving him shit because this guy's got a fucking massive schlong, and I'm like,
he's got a hug.
I didn't believe him. Like, I didn't believe that's why they called him the horse. I thought he was just fucking with me, right? So
and then Mark wrote his second poem.
So what happened was we were doing something in the we were in charge of cleaning up the locker room that day for some shit, and we ended up leaving late, and he was changing, and I shit you not. I have tried to find a cock as long as this guy's cock. Like, I'm not kidding you when I say that.
Wait, I'm sorry, personal life or just like research?
Like research.
God damn it, Mark.
I'm not kidding when I tell you that. Okay, so like he wore like those like shorts that you wear under your regular shorts, right?
Wait, what?
Like like the
shorts.
Like the Under Armour boxer shorts.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, okay.
Like the ones that go down to
Yeah, like the ones I wear.
No. They were compression shorts. They weren't like just regular underwear, right? They were designed to keep all the stuff in place.
He wore bicycle shorts.
Kind of, yeah. But they stopped like an inch above his knee. I'm not shitting you when I say that his cock head was poking out the bottom of these fucking shorts.
Did it wink at you?
I was scared. I was legitimately scared. This was before
the sexual revolution.
Might have been what kicked it all off, honestly. But yeah, so I'm changing at my locker, and I like I said, kind of glad I just like audibly, holy shit, and he's like, and he's like, oh fuck. I'm like, I kind of licked my lips, and I'm like, bring that schmeat over here, Daddy.
God
Did
damn
it follow you around the room?
Yeah,
like
I didn't.
Mona Lisa, its eyes just followed you.
It was crazy. But yeah. So after that, I couldn't look him in the eye.
Which one?
The brown eye.
Brown eye, the one-eyed snake. None of them. But I honestly haven't talked to. I don't think that he and I spoke again after that event. I was traumatized.
And imagine if that had happened like yesterday. He would have had a very different reaction.
Very, very different conversation would have been being had. If you just can't get enough of the Sleepy Boys, you can check us out on all of our social medias.
We are on the Facebook,
the Twitters,
Instagrams,
OnlyFans,
and coming soon, YouTube with the Sleepy Boys.
And if you want to see more of us as ourselves, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at AKA Raxum, and on Twitch as Raxum Plays.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Condor_Brandor and at ATX Whiskey Bros and King Richard and the Gilded Veil on Instagram.
You can find me at Instagram at Master Key Nobi, and you can also find me on Facebook as well under Key Nobi Acosta, along with my Spotify page to hear my music, which I'll be doing for future intros for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys as well, along with Brandon if he ever wants to.
If you guys want to find more of me, you can try and find me on Facebook. Good luck with that. Or you can meet me out in public as long as you're standing at least 8 feet away, because I don't think you can count to 6. Thanks.
Until next time, boys and girls.
Have a great fucking day.